Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Neve. Derek. Juliet.
Do you remember our baby's name?
Keep going. Newey. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pancake Friday with Derek and Neve. I am your host, Derek.
I can't believe you just forgot our daughter's name.
No, I forgot the order because I was like, you know what? If we could go back in time, we would. But unfortunately, once you hit record, there's no unrecord button.
Well, there is. You just...
There isn't.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, well, hi, everybody. Welcome back. Today we have a crazy episode of Pancake Friday for you here. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm just happy. This is now five weeks in a row we've hit this pod up.
Really? Is it five?
Five,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
I mean, four of them, I think this is actually the sixth, technically, because we had that one that wasn't a Pancake Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Anyhow, I'm just trying to think about my week. My week was a crazy one. Happy Canada Day to everyone that didn't listen to our Canada Day pod.
Woo, Canada!
How was your week? Let's start with you again.
Me?
You and the baby update, really.
I don't think we really did anything crazy. We were just kind of chilling. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. Whenever there's a bank holiday, my week just gets all janky because I don't really remember.
Okay. The one thing I hate about bank holidays is it changes the garbage day.
Oh, it's the worst.
I don't know how we do it. It doesn't matter. I swear if we had garbage twice a week, we'd still just make it to garbage day.
Well, I feel like we budget our garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
We have 2 garbage cans and the baby diaper thing. The baby diaper thing, we go through 2 of those a week. And then 2 garbage cans as well.
Yeah, but so like, if I don't know, this must affect everyone, right? It's not just us that has this whole garbage debacle. Like, so what ends up happening for listeners is we'll have like garbage day, let's say it's on Tuesday, and then the long weekend happens, and now all of a sudden it's on Wednesday, but like Wednesday can never come soon enough.
Yeah, that extra day really fucks us over. We're just like trying to like stack stuff on top of the garbage and still be able to close the lid.
Or you're like, I'm like, okay, I'll have a yogurt. I'm like, you know what? The garbage is so full. Maybe I just won't eat.
Literally.
Okay, so I've had an interesting week of things I wanted to talk about here. First off, I think we should talk about, since this is, I don't have any deep, intimate discussions of AI this week. I think, though, that, like everything, you have to give just desserts where given, just because for the overall disruption that I give that is AI, there obviously is a lot of that good things that come out of it.
Yeah.
So I think I found the first win for AI. And do you know what that is? You were a part of it.
I vaguely remember you saying something about it, but my memory's shot. So.
Okay, so I think AI actually mastered the 2-person taco kit.
Right. Yeah. That's what it was.
So I'm here. This is a long form of how I'm gonna get to why I think AI did this. Okay.
Okay.
So we all know about the taco kit, the Odel Paso, is it? Or Paso, depending where if you're American, it's Odel Paso.
Odel Paso?
So...
Wait, how do you say it?
I say it Odel Paso. No, I say
Okay.
I say it Odel Paso.
Yeah, same.
So, anytime you get those kits, they're great. I love them, but they're 12 tacos.
Yeah, and you always end up with excess tortillas.
And I'm sorry, let's talk about 2 people here. Unless you're starving, you don't eat 6 tacos. So, like, a taco kit of 12 tacos is way too much for 2 people.
It is.
Way too much. And then don't even get me started on 1 person. Like, I can literally eat 6 tacos, but by the 6th taco, I'm always like, oh, you fat slob. Like, what are you doing? So anyhow, they've come out with this new Old El Paso taco kit. Old El Paso.
Old El Paso.
Old El Paso. They've come up with this 6 taco kit, and me and Neve had it, and it was really good. Now, the reason I think it's AI is because it seems like that was such an obvious thing to do. And like I'm sorry that it just seems impossible to me that just now when AI is invented and in human hands to be used for whatever, finally a genius is like, what if we made the taco kit smaller? And I don't think that's a human invention. I think that's the AI's brought that to be.
Yeah, I feel like someone at Old El Paso just typed into ChatGPT, like, what can we do to, like, get more clients?
Yeah.
And AI was just like, you idiot! Make taco kits for 2 people.
Fools! It's the lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So I thought, I just thought that was that's a win for AI. So thank you, AI. Good job.
Yeah, thanks, AI. If you're listening, which I know you are.
Okay, now this is a thought I had. When I was at the weed shop, I got a joint, and when I was leaving, I was like, "Thanks, dude, and have a good day." And he said, "Yeah, man, you too. Enjoy your day." And he winked at me, but he didn't do that hey, sexy wink. It was like I think he probably winks at everyone all the time kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference between I don't know.
Do you think he just had an eye twitch?
No, because he does it often. And it's kind of his swag too. Like if you met him, it's not like I've just seen him do this once. Okay. And it's like his swag is like kind of like he's like chilled out, relaxed. He's like, "Yo, brother, have a good time smoking your joint." Winks at you a little. And what it really made me think of, here's the point of this, is do you think about it when you wink at people? Like, so like, obviously if I don't wink at people, so I'm like, "Hey, baby," like it's a very intentional thing, right? Yeah. But people that do that, is it just kind of like they did it, or are they like, "I'm going to wink at this person"?
I can't remember the last time I winked at someone that it wasn't like, an over-exaggerated, like, comedic wink.
Absolutely. Yeah, same here.
I don't think I've ever winked at someone like seriously.
Yeah.
That, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking, because like is it a twitch? It could be very easily be a twitch, and then you just kind of get it. It's like this weird habit, so whenever you're like, "Have a good day," you just kind of twitch. But like, it's so, I don't know, because it's just, I would wonder, I could never ask him, but I'd want to be like, "Do you just wink at me? Or did that just happen?"
I don't know. I think winking is kind of like smarmy.
What's smarmy?
I don't know. I might have just made it up. But
now I'm on board.
So smarmy.
It's very smarmy.
Smarmy? I don't know. Is that a word?
I couldn't tell you. But
it's like
you made it up apparently.
It's like when somebody's like kind of greasy. Like a greasy dude that's hitting on you and is like trying to charm you, but he's also kind of like probably a bit fuckboy-y. Smarmy. I'm gonna look that up.
Would I be a smart?
Maybe when we were first dating.
Whoa. That's not cool at all. I was not smarmy, if that's a thing, because I was sly as a fox. Like, just for our listeners, you should have seen me walking around Jack's Lonsdale. "Yo, I'll have a margarita." "Sir, we don't do margaritas." "Okay, I'll have a beer." "That's fine. That'll do. Thanks, Jack's Lonsdale."
What is a smarmy person? A smarmy person describes someone who is overly flattering and fake. A smarmy student might tell a teacher, "You're looking even more lovely than usual today," with a big smile. Smarmy describes someone who goes way over the top trying to be suave and charming, fooling no one. Yeah, smarmy. See?
I can't believe that's a word, and you actually were right. Like, it just not.
I knew it was a word.
It just seems to me like a fake word.
You made me question myself. I went in confidently with smarmy, and then you were like, smarmy.
But isn't this podcast all about just questioning everything? Isn't that why everyone's here?
Well, congratulations. You learned a new word today.
Well, I was going to use it in a sentence, but it's going to be a dumb sentence. He schmarmed the pants off that lady.
I don't think schmarmed is a word.
I want to give a shout out to Save On Foods on
yes.
Drive.
No, the one at Pemberton Plaza.
There is a liquor store in it, and that's fucking crazy.
Well, I don't know if they actually do like hard liquor, but it's like a wine and beer store.
I'll take
They
that.
have samples there sometimes too. You can like taste shit.
In the vein of liquor stores or liquor being in grocery stores, happy birthday, America. USA.
Shit. Yeah, is it July 4th
USA. 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 USA.
Derek.
I'm going to actually sing the whole American
No,
anthem.
you're not.
Oh,
No,
say
you're not gonna.
can't
You don't have to do that.
crazy
Can you stop?
By the dawn's early light.
Okay.
What
No,
so
we finished this.
proudly
Derek, stop.
At the
I'm gonna mute your mic.
twilight's last gleaming.
Can you be done now? Like nobody wants to hear you singing.
Stars through the perilous fight.
It's awful.
For the
Our recording equipment is literally telling you to stop.
Was so gallantly streaming.
Isn't it
And
gleaming?
the rocket's red blaze.
Stop singing.
The
Stop singing. Stop.
I
I will hit you in the ankle.
Gave proof.
Not that ankle, your bad
through
ankle.
the night that our flag was still
Shush.
there.
Shush. Or I'll pinch you.
Oh, say does our spark and the
Sorry.
of the
I actually was trying to beat up Derek.
rain.
And my
We love you, America.
my mic cut out.
Thank you for being you.
Okay.
Without you, we would have to protect our own borders.
Are we done with it?
And that would not be a good thing. But in all honesty, even though that was a bad rendition, I do love America. Not as much as Canada. It's number 2, though. Well, you're English. You have a different story. America's. You know what I picture America being?
A load of kids getting shot at school.
No. Not even close.
You sound like Scooby-Doo.
No, I can't believe that's what you said. No.
Isn't that what mostly America is?
I picture like America if Canada on a amp is like a 4 out of 10, America's 13.
What?
Yeah, like
You think America is better than Canada?
No, I think it's amped up.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like so,
well,
like,
yeah.
let's say Canada's a 4. You're like, oh, they have like, look at that crazy. They're 7 Up. It's super sugary.
Yeah.
And then you go, and that's a 4. And then you go to America, and they're like, yo, you got diabetes. Take this medication so you can keep eating to get hyperdiabetes. It's all good here. Eat some. Like, it's just crazier. Everything's just more nuts. But yeah, I'm sorry, America, that you had to be interrupted mid-song like that. As I was saying about, this actually kind of bleeds into that. Tim Hortons sucks now.
I would disagree. I only ever get like 2. There's like 2 menu items that I get from Tim Hortons.
What do you like?
Or 3 menu items that I get from Tim Hortons, and I don't get anything else, so I can't really comment. Apart from those, when I got us those donuts the other day, they were trash.
Yeah, those were garbage.
Is that what you're talking about?
No. I realized as I read it out, this isn't the most relevant to you because you weren't here before it was the BK owned Tim Hortons.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Okay, well, let's move on. Yeah, because it wouldn't make it's not to your fault. It just come on.
Okay.
Okay, so thank God for red wine, because white wine is not that good.
I can't stand white wine.
Yeah, and if rosé I like only solely because it has red in it.
See, last time it doesn't have red in it.
I thought it's just white with a little drop or two of red in it.
No, wine is not. No, it's the tannins that make the color of wine. The tannins is the color in the skin. The grape is irrelevant.
So why is rosé pink?
I don't know. They probably put like a little bit of tannin in it, but not.
Here's something. Let's try this out. Seeing as we have this massive audience of like, I think we might get up to at least 10 people. So amongst our ocean of people out there, is there any people that actually know anything about wine that want to come on? Teach us a little.
You know, I did actually do wine training when I worked at Pizza Express in England.
Great.
But I think I was underage actually. I think I was 17 at the time. But we had to do wine tasting because we had to know what wine to pair with what. And it was a day-long course. And someone came to our restaurant. We all sat in the meeting room and they taught us about wine. And they had to stop halfway through because none of us were spitting the wine out. And we all got so fucking hammered.
Wait.
And we were all like 17, 18, 19.
I don't understand why you worked at a pizza place.
Yeah, Pizza Express.
And they felt like you needed to know wine pairings?
England's different. It was like an Italian restaurant,
I mean,
right? So,
yeah, like clearly. It's like the combo of they're like, not only does this pizza place, the employees need to know wine pairings, they also are like, it's so important that even if they're underage, they have to attend it. Like,
it was a good time, to be honest. Like,
of course you'd say
I
that.
had a great time.
I did like Pizza Express though.
Yeah, the pizza is really good there.
Okay.
I actually have a thing.
Yeah, oh, please, go ahead.
So I was thinking about this the other day. When you were a kid, did you have like a cartoon crush? Like a crush on a cartoon character?
Absolutely.
Do you care to disclose?
Well, how old is a kid?
Well, old enough that you're all watching cartoons? Like, I don't know.
Like last week.
Doesn't count if it's hentai.
No, I wouldn't watch that disgusting hentai.
Yeah, I didn't even know what that is.
Okay, well, one for sure would be Veronica from Archie comics.
Right.
She was like for sure one of my earliest crushes.
Yeah.
Do you know the rabbit from Space Jam, the chick one?
Lola. Yeah.
She was pretty hot. Let me think. There was a few. I'd have to think for a second here. Do you have any?
Yeah.
Let's hear them.
Tarzan.
Fair.
And kind of an obscure one, but Kovu, the lion from Lion King 2.
Okay.
The little black lion. Well, he was brown, but I'm guessing that was like he was black, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's what I was gonna go on to, is like I had a crush on like a cartoon boy lion when I was a kid. Like, isn't that a bit strange?
Well, like, not really. Like, if you carried on into like
Adulthood,
not even adulthood.
Liking lions.
Like, I feel like if you carried on like after puberty and you were into lions still, I'd be okay. But like as a kid, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's where it'd go. Who else were some smoke? I mean, what's her name? Sailor Mars. Oh my.
I don't know. I don't watch anime.
Oh, Sailor Mars, take me. And yeah, I guess that's all I can really think of. I know if I like really thought of it off air, I'm sure I could come up with a very, very, very comprehensive list. No.
But I feel like girl cartoons were always hotter than the guy cartoons. Like,
well, yeah.
I also had a crush on Shigo from Kim Possible.
Is that the chick one?
It's not Kim Possible, but it's Shigo, like the villain with the green and black.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls.
That's kind of weird.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is that one weird? Out of all of them, just the blonde hair, blue eyed little.
Oh yeah, everything you love in a woman.
Oh, what? Well, if we're talking about what is the perfect woman, she is named Tiffany Stratton.
I almost thought you were gonna say my name then, but you just no.
Tiffany Stratton, babe. Let's just hold the silence for a sec here.
That's the sound of a guy that's not getting laid tonight.
Start the podcast from the very beginning. That's also the sound of a dude that's not getting laid tonight. Okay, well, here's something that's really been bothering me. Doggy poop bags rollout. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I know exactly what that means.
So, for those of you that don't have dogs, a doggy poop bag rollout is probably the most heartbreaking thing that can happen to you. To be, if I'm being totally frank, or one of. And what it is you have these like rolls of, let's say, like 25 to 30 or 40 poo bags for your dog, and they're in these like tight bound rolls around a little tiny like toilet roll, but super tiny. And sometimes you'll grab them and they're so bound tight, and then it falls, or you grab the wrong end and the whole thing unravels, and then you just have a giant mess of poo bags that you can't roll up the same. It takes forever even to roll up shittily, and it just keeps coming undone, and that devastates me. It devastated me so much twice this week that I had to bring it up on my podcast.
Every time you go out to take the dog for a walk, and I hear you like open the poo bag drawer, and then I just hear fuck, and just this like clink 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 of the poo bags rolling. I know exactly what's happened. I don't even have to be looking. I'm just like, oh, Derek dropped the poo bags again. It
drives me nuts, and the worst part is it's because I think the thing that holds them is even worse, because I keep losing them.
What, the rolls?
Yeah, the holder.
What holder?
You know, you can buy, like, Connor had one on his dog leash.
We only had one though.
I know, and I lost it, and I just.
Oh, it was you that lost it.
No, in the move, it got lost.
Yeah, wait, I would have had it here. That doesn't even make sense.
World maps are inaccurate.
Why?
Okay, so this is one thing that I've been wondering for a while, or like thinking about for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, the map of the world isn't accurate, right? Like, it's
oh,
obvious.
Here we go, flat earther.
No, I'm not going. It's like it doesn't look identical to the way it's traced out on the map in proportion wise. So, like, some places appear bigger than they are and some smaller. Like, for example, Ukraine is a lot larger than it appears on a map. Did you know?
How big is the map you're looking at?
Okay.
Because I feel like that makes a difference.
No, it does. Okay, yes, like, obviously some maps, but, like, you can get the very generic looking maps, right? And it'll show the whole world.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's, like, hyper inaccurate. It's like, oh, it says that America owns all of South America or something. It's just, like, borders and, like, the perspective of a country might be off. So you're looking at two countries that sit next to each other. They might look similar, but in reality, one might be, like, substantially larger, not like double the size large, but like that. So it's like whenever you look at the map, it's not fully accurate.
Well, I feel like that's because maps are rectangular.
Maybe.
Well, the world is a sphere.
Yeah.
So you can't make a sphere into a rectangle.
What do you mean the maps are rectangular though?
Well, I mean, like, if you have, like, a rectangular map, it's rectangular. It's not a circle.
Right.
Which would be...
You mean I was, for some reason, thinking a rectangle was a triangle for a second. I'll be fully honest with you. I was like, what do you mean it's a rectangle? And then you're like, a rectangle. And I was like, that's not a triangle.
No shit.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like, there's curvature to it. So that's probably why it's maybe kind of distorted. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that would actually lead
Yeah.
into kind of what I was getting at with it, is it's not this, like, conspiracy thing. It's just literally, like everything. It's like, it's a map. It's not 100% accurate.
Yeah, you'd have to go on the kind of, like, longitude versus latitude kind of coordinates of stuff to actually get, like, a scale base.
Yeah, because the reason I say that was I was looking at Russia, Ukraine, like that whole, like, area, the whole border of all that, and I was just shocked. I didn't realize, because I just kind of, when I looked before and there was, like, it was showing, like, real life comparison, and it was just a lot bigger. Maybe it was just me that thought that, but it was. Yeah. So yeah, that's okay. That's the thing. I wanna bring up a thing that I've wanted to kind of do. Now, did you prepare any clickbait segments? No. Okay, I'm gonna do our first. Here it is. All right, so let me explain this to you. These are gonna appear throughout all segments of Rain City Variety Pod, and what they are is our clickbait preview segment. So these segments are all things to get headlines, and they're just nothing. But if you're only listening to the preview, which will be up to a minute long, and I can, like, edit the preview in, you're gonna hear this, like, crazy thing, and it'll be anything. So, like, yeah. Anyhow, I already have an idea for the first one. So
shoot.
Hey, Neve, I'm sure you just heard about Justin Trudeau losing in the Liberals and Justin Trudeau losing in Toronto.
I did.
So that was supposedly very historic. Now, did you hear what happened 2 days ago?
I did not.
Well, it came out. Pierre Poilievre, while he was in Saskatchewan for Canada Day, a very, very heavy wind blew by while he was celebrating in front of all the people, and his toupee blew off. And as it blew off into the wind, people started to boo him. And believe it or not, so in, what is it? It's been 2 days since Canada Day. Pierre went from 20 points ahead in the polls to a catastrophic 40 points down, proving that Canadians only care about the Prime Minister's hair and nothing else. So
so ridiculous. Justin Trudeau does have good hair.
Yeah. So that's our clickbait preview for the week.
So is that true?
No.
Oh.
Like 0% true.
0% true. Does Poilievre have a toupee though?
No.
Oh, he has real hair.
Yeah,
does he have a toupee?
Well, here's the thing. Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe
we've actually just unleashed like major political Canadian conspiracy.
Well, if this is true, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Let's say Poilievre says everything right, but he lies about his hair. Is he saying anything right? No. That's the answer.
Well, I mean, he's a politician, so
I base my politicians based off of looks, 100%. It's the words on their mouth and their hair. If they have bad hair, how can you trust a guy or girl that can't do their hair, or they can't even grow it?
Yeah, okay.
And then this guy's up here being like, "I'll protect the country," and I'm going, "You have no hair.
You can't even protect your hair follicles." He needs to get some Olaplex on that shit.
So that's one. I have another one I'd kind of like to try.
Okay, go for it.
And that's how the first Irish Protestant went back into the Republic of Ireland and cured all of the people of their potato famine.
Literally none of that makes sense.
Okay, well, we might edit that one out. You might not actually hear that.
I'm pretty sure the potato famine happened way before.
That's the point of the clickbait.
Okay.
Like, what? A Protestant can't lead the end of a potato famine in Catholic Ireland? I gotta hear more of this.
Yeah, that was.
That's okay.
That was. I like the first one. Was good. The first one was.
That'll
good,
be good clickbait.
Yeah. We're gonna lose our entire Irish audience.
That's actually a decent amount of the audience.
Oh, fuck's sake, Derek.
It's like Fakra. Shout out to Fakra and Codrin. Yeah, that's it. I doubt you even listen, to be honest. Okay, we were. There's a huge talking point we've missed this weekend.
What?
The wedding.
Oh, the wedding.
We were at a wedding. It was really fun.
It was a super fun wedding.
What did you think of the food?
The food was amazing. The food was so good.
I think that was some of the best food. The chicken was so freaking good.
I didn't have the chicken.
Oh, it was like honey glazed chicken or something.
I didn't have that. I just had the beef.
And the salads. Okay,
I love a good salad at a wedding.
I always find the best weddings for food come with their salads are good.
Yeah.
Like Steve and Rebecca also had really good salads at their wedding.
Salads, yeah.
Because I don't know, like, let's be real, meat, I guess you can pay more so the meat's like of a higher quality, but outside of that, like salmon, chicken, and beef are pretty fucking good always. Like you don't like that, so it's the things you do off of that really make the meal for me.
I'd agree.
There was an open bar that was good.
Loved it.
Loved the open bar. What did you drink mostly that night?
I drank mostly White Claws.
Me too.
Which was good because I didn't have a hangover the next day.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, I drank a ton of White Claws, and you know what I got into, which this is a sneaky little trick.
Mm-hmm.
This is here for all the viewers that are going to a wedding anytime soon with an open bar. If they're offering Grey Goose and they're offering White Claws, get a Grey Goose vodka soda.
No.
Really?
I would rather have a White Claw.
Oh, I was drinking the Grey Goose vodka sodas like it was nothing.
Did you have anything else in them though?
Lime.
Yeah, I guess, but I was rinsing the black cherry White Claws and the mango White Claws.
I just find White Claw, all seltzers for me start off good. Like I'll have one or two and I'll be like, this tastes good, and then after that, to me, they taste like they have this really, like, black cherry, mango. I love all those flavors, but they go from like, that's good taste on the tongue to it's almost like this, like I taste this like fake flavor.
Like the flavoring?
It just tastes so fake to me.
Yeah, no, I don't get that.
Lucky.
I was loving them. But I also always find that if I just stick to like hard liquor, then I don't get as hungover the next day. Like last week when we potted and we had wine.
2 bottles.
2 bottles of wine, which is a bottle each, which realistically isn't a lot of wine for me. You know, I can like drink a lot, but I had a splitting headache. I felt so off the next day. And I think that's just from like drinking wine.
Yeah, well, wine's really sugary.
Yeah, but the White Claws are good because they're low calorie, and they're easy to drink. They just taste like pop.
I think I may have said this on the pod before, so apologies if I did, but I can't believe it took until like 2018 or 19 for someone to can vodka soda.
Yeah.
Like, that's so ridiculous. Even in England, still doesn't really have it, do they?
They've just started doing like White Claws at Wetherspoons.
See, like, is that so crazy to think?
It is.
You're like, it just seemed like such a low-hanging fruit to be like, what if we put a vodka soda in a can? And then some dude was like this? Get out of here, you drunk. You'll never be anything.
I mean, I'm probably sure that they did have kind of like some like variety of it. Like they always would have like Jack and Coke in cans.
Really?
Yeah.
That's newer here. I don't want to say it's new, but it's not. It's definitely not.
Oh, we always had that in England, and like in England they also have like a lot of like cocktails in cans, and I've always done that.
Yeah, we don't really have that here, do we?
We had but in England people don't drink vodka soda as much. If you're drinking something like that, it's Archers and lemonade. Which is Archers is, you know what Archers is?
Is it a lager?
No, Archers is peach schnapps.
Okay.
And lemonade is like what we call like Sprite and 7-Up, right?
Yeah.
So it's peach schnapps and 7-Up basically, and it's so freaking good.
Yeah, I mean, I know that it's Yeah, that's one thing that I wish I had such a bad. So just so people know, whenever I travel, I get the worst stomach. I think it's just travel anxiety, and the way my anxiety manifests is I just don't really. I'm not able to eat.
Yeah.
Like I don't have an appetite. But it's so disappointing because like there's outside of the food, I didn't get to eat any of the good food.
Yeah.
But I could barely even drink that much, which sucked.
The only time you really like drank and got drunk was, I would say, on my mom's birthday.
Yeah, that night, and then
that was a super fun night.
Your mom's birthday, and then the night Luce and Jamie came over and we all
that was like our last night in England.
Yeah, I think it was like because I was by then just starting to settle.
Yeah. And then we left.
Yeah, that was brutal. That sucked. I'd like to go for an extended stay sometime.
Yeah, well, we have to go to Glastonbury Festival one time as well.
Did you see Coldplay and they had Michael J. Fox playing guitar?
I didn't see that.
Okay, it was at Glastonbury. First off, I'm just going to be real with you. Like, I guess it was cool for Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Because what is he now? He's got severe Parkinson's, I believe it is. So he's like in a wheelchair and all that. But, I don't know. I thought it was a bit cheesy, to be honest with you. Because, like, he wasn't like shredding the guitar. He was like playing a few notes here and there. And I just kind of felt like it was like a
publicity stunt.
I don't want to say it. Maybe it was a publicity stunt. It just seemed like to me it was kind of like a easy way to get views, like Coldplay at Glastonbury, and it would like zoom out when the fire's on, and you'd see like I don't know how many 100,000 people, and like 200,000 plus people there, and then Michael J. Fox playing guitar, like arguably not really, in a wheelchair, and I was just kind of like, this is going viral because it is, not because it's like an actual sentimental moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think that's what Glastonbury's about. You've already bought the ticket, whether Michael J. Fox turns up or not, you know?
I'm not talking about Glastonbury. I'm as a whole, I'm just saying that, like, that within the...
I don't know, I haven't seen it, I can't comment, but
it looks amazing.
Yeah, my friends that were there had a really good time. Got very, very drunk. And I saw the videos, it was great.
Lewis,
yeah.
Shout out to Lewis dancing on his back there, or was that dancing?
No. I don't know what I would call that. It was some sort of movement. But it's really funny. I actually asked my friends, because Dua Lipa was there, right?
Okay.
And Dua Lipa was there for me when I broke up with one of my exes. Was around the same time that like Dua Lipa was becoming big, and there's this song. There's two songs. There's New Rules and Don't Give a Fuck, and I was like 20 years old, and I was like in my party phase of life, you know, like I was at the club like 3 nights a week and all of that. And every time this song, Don't Give a Fuck, would come on, I'd tell my friends to record me singing it and like post it to their Instagram stories so that he could see that I didn't give a fuck. Oh my God. And I was like, the irony is like, that's the most giving a fuck, is like
making people
people record you so they could post it on their Instagram stories.
Who's it by? Don't Give a Fuck by Dua Lipa?
Yeah. And yeah, so that's like a core memory that I have with that friendship group. So when they were all going to see her, I was like, you have to record this song with me. Because each of them, like, separately had all been the recorder of me singing that song. You're like, show him that I don't give a fuck about him. And I was like, maybe you give the most fucks. Yeah, you give way too many fucks.
I said do it, and they're like, we already did it. Do it again.
Yeah, and this video of like me in various clubs in various outfits singing the same song would always go on like their Instagram stories, and I'm like, it's so obvious. It wasn't subtle at all. But that was back in the petty Neve era.
So last week, wait, were you doing this to me?
No.
I swear you did this to me.
Shut up. I'm not petty anymore.
Yeah, you're not. That's true. For the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that have gone on this week. It's been weird because usually there's not the Canada Day long weekend.
Yeah.
The Canada Day long weekend was nice, but it was definitely like it kind of throws a wrench in the week in terms of like how everything flows and goes.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah. I guess, well, you know what? Let's just call it for tonight unless you have anything you're really anchored to Jones about.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, thank you for staying after listening to that rendition of God Bless America. God
I
bless...
don't blame you if you stop listening after that.
Banners. Yeah, I guess next week we're going to have another Pancake Friday as always. We'll be in your ears more than you want us.
Don't do that. Imagine these people sitting at work and just hearing
like
you
Joey.
in their ear.
It's like Joach. And then Joach, shout out to you. I'm pretty sure he listens to us while he's at work, and sometimes his other co-workers can hear us. So hello to all y'all. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave on that for tonight. We do have a 3-person circle coming out with Dax's cousin Daniel. He's becoming a pastor. That'll be out on Monday, and it's a really interesting episode, so I'd encourage you to tune into that. Until then, take care, have a good weekend, and actually one thing before we go. England, or who do you have for the Euros? I'm hoping for England or Holland.
England.
That's it?
Well, I'm English. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.